Well, hello out there. This is NHRA 1975. It is July 27th, 2021. Just going to do a short update. I have not done one in a while. First off, brand new carburetor. This is a 600 CFM with a vacuum secondary Holley 41 series Brawler. So this carb picked up a lot. I watched a lot of Roadkill episodes and David Freiberger and Steve Adolphage. I think it's called Roadkill Extra or Roadkill Garage. It's fun stuff. You guys should watch it. It's on. They have some episodes on YouTube even. Anyways, these guys are fans of this series carburetor, and I thought it was a good idea, so I ended up buying it for this. And as I said, 650 CFM vacuum secondary, so it should work my application pretty well. I was thinking of going with a square bore one, maybe Elderbrock series, but I know these Holley carburetors a little more. They're a little more simple to work on as far as I'm concerned. This one has a lot of nice options like the glass sight fuel bowls and this and that. And yeah, I already had the carburetor bracket and the low car cable left over from the drag car, so I ended up utilizing those. Overall news, I did get this thing running for 5 minutes, and it had good oil pressure. It ran well, but the problem is leaks appeared, which is common. First of all, fuel line leak. I've since kind of increased or changed this around from being, real janky to less janky, but I mean, I added this three-way T and put the hose clamps, more hose clamps. Hopefully that stops the fuel line from leaking. Eventually I want to go with a proper AN one, but you're looking at hundreds of dollars, and I just want to get this thing running to see if it runs and drives. So I don't really want to do that right now, but yeah, eventually AN line down there, like a 4-inch AN line, and then to a AN hose. That's Army Navy. It's this stuff. So anyways, that leaked, and the transmission cooler line leaked, of course. So this hose, this Teflon hose, it's pretty sensitive in terms of diameter and what works with what fitting. So you need to make sure you have the right diameter fitting, because I was able to sort of ram this together, and I was like, man, hopefully it doesn't leak. And guess what? It leaked. Lots of transmission fluid came out, and so I have to replace this hose with the proper diameter hose, which is on the way. Fergola brand, so that should prevent this leak. I'll replace this as a rubber one. When I bought it a transmission cooler a while ago, but I'm gonna get rid of that and put the proper PTFE, which rubber, I mean, in there they're using a rubber hose, inner hose, instead of a proper Teflon, which is more proper for the ATF fluid. All right. Other than that, there weren't any other leaks or anything. I mean, the power steering system seemed to be fine. It ran out of fluid, so meaning, you got that moan sound, which actually was another reason why I needed to turn off, because you'll burn up the pump if it runs dry. So I added another bunch of stuff to that, but that's good because a lot of this stuff went through the whole system, and didn't see any leaks there. Now there was an additional leak in the exhaust system. In the exhaust system here, I had tried to use this band clamp and didn't seal. You can tell by the soot coming down there. So it was pretty loud and pretty fumy. So I'm probably gonna do that tonight. Weld on this connector here and try to. That's where it was leaking from, down there. This from the band clamp. Try to fill in that area in there and prevent this leak from happening again, because it was loud. And reinstall the exhaust system. Another strange thing that happened. The transmission, even though it was in park for sure, for some reason about 2 or 3 minutes into the engine braking, it bucked, and it seemed like it was momentarily in gear. So I don't know if there's something wrong with the transmission, because it shouldn't do that when it's in park. And the transmission is in park for sure. So anyways, that's one thing. I might have to drop the transmission. Son of a gun. In other news, the differential moves even though the transmission is in park. So it's firmly, it's in park. I don't know, there might be something wrong with the differential. I might have to drop it. It is a free floating differential, but I don't know why it's doing that. So that's another thing that might need fixing on top of everything else. But yeah, at least the engine ran well for 5 minutes, and I mean, I guess that's a good thing. I mean, there was no rod knock or anything, or but I didn't get a chance to really break in the cam like I wanted. But my first order of business is to get this thing running for 20 minutes, and after that, fill up the transmission fluid with more. It only has about 6 quarts in it now, maybe 5 because some leaked. Fill up the transmission fluid and see what happens, put in gear and stuff like that, and see what happens. If I need to drop the trans, I need to drop the trans, and hopefully the guy's still available who can repair it. Hopefully it's not a tail, and he doesn't seem like the type of guy that has a tail light warranty, meaning once he sees a tail light leave the parking lot, that's it, the warranty's over. Anyways, that's it really. I just thought I'd give you guys a short update. Oh yeah, the fumes. So there were a lot of fumes produced too because those headers have ceramic kind of paint on them, and when they bake, they create a lot of smoke. So that's not good. And my neighbor, I don't know if you guys have noticed the outside. These places are kind of close, and my neighbor was in her open hallway there, front entrance, and it was a hot day. The fumes were just going in there, and I understand. I mean, I'm just gonna get I'm gonna rent a big drum fan from Home Depot, one of those 3-foot tall ones. That one didn't do much at all, and hopefully that pushes the fumes out next time. And as well, I'll let my neighbor know that I'm starting it, and hopefully I can get my 20-minute break in, and then start trying to diagnose what's going on with the transmission and then the differential. All right, guys, that is it for now, and I'll talk to you later.